The big guy is giving a big denial despite an IRS whistleblower providing a text message that points to Dad being in the room while Hunter was shaking down a Chinese businessman. Joe Biden is still denying that it ever happened. What a life. And The View thinks we're all just misinterpreting the Hunter scandal.
The Hunter Biden story, the scandal, the this, the that, it's also the story of a father's love. And Joe Biden has never and will never give up on his son Hunter, and will never treat him lesser than. And so he is a father first. Take it or leave it.
He's an addict. He's had this addiction for many years and to various things. And I wonder where our compassion is.
That's very touching, Dana. Usually The View only cries when the green room runs out of krill. So do they have a point, or are they doing that thing where they're using the addiction as a protection against any criticism?
Well, if you've noticed, in the last 48 hours is when this line about Hunter's addiction has come back into fashion. Mm-hmm. What happens? You know how there's that Democratic bat signal that goes out? It's like, okay, now that he's pled guilty to these 2 misdemeanors, everybody deploy the addiction defense. When was the last time you heard that? We talk about Hunter Biden all the time. I get asked about it often. And it is true, yes, he was an addict. It also is true that it is just impossible to believe, and maybe not believable, that a father of a son who he loves so much, a son who is addicted, would not ask his son, how are you doing? Mm-hmm. What are you doing today? What's your purpose in life today? What are you getting up to do? How the hell are you making all this money? And stop using my name to get it. Like some sort of, what kind of a father doesn't ask? Yeah. Where's the tough love? I have some friends who have been through this with their children, and it is a heart-wrenching thing. Sometimes the tough love is just got to be the hardest part of it, the worry, all of that. But there are also consequences. I would think that everyone should take a look. There's many things written about this, but Byron York at the Washington Examiner has done a really good, interesting piece about whistleblower number 2, because it is curious. If this goes all the way back to 2014 and 2015, and he wasn't paying taxes then, but he only has to deal with the tax misdemeanors from 2018 and 2019, no one in America would get that deal, right, except for somebody like Hunter Biden. So there does seem to be something there. And I know the White House would love to say, case closed, this is over, and a father loves his son, but it is just not going to cut it.
No, and, Judge, what gets me about that excuse is that, it could be a real excuse, but we know it's not, because clearly Hunter is incredibly competent at raising money.
Not only...
Yeah, you can't be a complete, absolute, incapacitated junkie if you're raising millions for the big guy.
Yeah, not only that, but he's raising millions in countries where he doesn't even speak their language. Mm-hmm. So maybe there's a certain language that's all that's necessary. Biden, future president, vice president. And, the truth is that the unclassified document, what was it, the 2013?
1023.
1023, right. That wasn't classified. There apparently is a tape of the president of Burisma saying, I'm giving you $5 million each, and in exchange for that, I want this. Now, we don't have those tapes, but the person who says it is someone who's very credible and was an FBI informant for a long time. If they got that money within 10 months in 2017 and 2018, those are the years that they pled guilty to the tax charges. So you've got $5 million each there. And if Joe's such a great father, why are there all these LLCs being set up? Is that a sign of love? Why doesn't the father say, why are you giving money to your sister, your ex-lover, your sister-in-law, all the kids? And finally, let me just say that as it relates to Joe Biden and his love for his son, it really is love for the family and money that they could get. And what I want to know is why why they haven't started impeachment, whether it's for Garland or whether it's for Mayorkas. And I throw myself back to Mayorkas, although he's not in this segment, because we went through the whole thing. What happened? Don't the Republicans have the chutzpah or whatever to get it done? And now, what about Mayorkas? This guy lied, and Garland lied.
You know what, Jesse? Republicans are down by 2 in impeachments. And the judge is right. I mean, it's like I'm not a pro-impeachment person, but they have it coming now. And I'm thinking, when does your show premiere? It's July 18th?
17th.
What do you think about an impeachment that day to help with the ratings?
Let me talk to McCarthy about dialing up some impeachments.
I have his number. We'll get him on the horn during the break.
Okay, good. So how does a crack addict set up 17 shell companies? How can you be so blasted on crack that you can set up 17 shells and then take hundreds of thousands from Burisma, loan it to the Chinese shell company, and then have the Chinese shell company loan you the money back so you don't have to pay taxes? Man, if you can do that on crack, pass me the pipe.
There you go.
The Bidens now have a new message that just dropped. This is from Hunter to the Chinese. The Bidens are the best I know at doing exactly what the chairman wants from this partnership. Who was the chairman? Oh, he was the head of the Chinese Communist Party energy company that was trying to take over the entire world. And then who were the Bidens? Plural. Is it Hunter? Is it Four Fingers? Is it the chin? No, it's Joe. That's what makes it plural. And then you have him basically threatening to shake down the Chinese while his dad's in the room. Pay me millions or else you're in big, big trouble. So finally the media is starting to catch on. Finally they're starting to ask him about this. It's about time. And then you find out that the Department of Justice tipped off Hunter to search warrants. Now imagine someone at Justice, Trump, they're coming to Mar-a-Lago tomorrow. They'd be in isolation right now. And they're blocking felonies. They're running out the clock. Come on, Jessica, answer this question. What is Hunter's job?
He's a consultant.
For what?
Anything.
Anything. All right, that's your answer.
It is. No one is defending the character of Hunter Biden. I have, again, not seen a Democrat do that. Everyone says sleazy.
This is
crackhead.
about Joe Biden.
Well, but you just asked me what Hunter's job was, and I'm telling you that Hunter Biden went around the world
To get money for
feeding
Joe.
off of. No,
That's
that
his
wasn't
job.
what I was going to. That isn't his job.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Yes, it is. I can talk lower than you.
You gotta go to Whisper now.
All right, let me melon scoop this for you guys. Okay. I hear a lot of apparently, rumored, etc. We see the hits, Jim Comer doing it, Nancy Mace, and you just said there's apparently this tape. Get the tapes, get the stuff. That's something that we have. Like Donald Trump now, we have him on tape, right? Yeah. We had the whistleblowers corroborated by an IG. That's what happened with the first impeachment, second impeachment. I got them confused.
Typical.
Well, there are so many, and
Yes,
they were very
why?
complicated. The American public, even for all of the ramp up in terms of discussing this, does not care.
Oh, we haven't started. We're just ramping up now.
Well, that's a shame because this has been going on for months, and I'm bored of it.
You did Russia for 2.5 years.
4 years.
Let us
what are you
ramp.
talking about?
Let us give us room to ramp up.
We are owed rampage.
I'm going to show up every day no matter what. But I'm telling you that the people at home who are thinking about who they want to be their elected officials, et cetera, it's not registering for them. They are not caring about it. They are not saying that this is anything but something to do with the sun. But it has been. You just said the mainstream media is talking about it now.
Like,
They're
it
chasing
started
Biden.
like an hour ago.
Okay, you know what? When it becomes the #1 issue in the general election, I will eat my words, my hat. I'll whisper for a whole episode so no one can hear me. It'll be great.
I like that.
That's what I'll give you.
All right, we got to move on.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.